Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run OvenBreak, where I really want to do more of this plumbing MyCookie stuff. And by MyCookie, I am talking about the plumbing. I'm already forgetting MyCookie Adventure Game Mode, because that game mode can be fun, but I just need to focus more on it. But I want to do another video on it. I know it doesn't seem like there's much more content I can do, but I actually made it to a point where there's actually more that I can do inside of it. And what do I mean by that? Well, I actually have weapons now. Like, I'm not even joking. So let me just go ahead and pick this thing up. Pick that up, and I gotta return an item. Oh no! But like, I actually have access to weapons now, and I can actually show you some of them I managed to get, which would be pretty nice. I'm not sure if I can really get any more, but they are still good to have. How would anyone be able to see that? Let's be honest. But whatever the case is, I got that. But I'm just gonna go ahead and return to this real quick, and then finish off with MyCookie Adventure, and not finish off with it, but like, you know, get more further in it, because I'm making rounds and I'm making it work. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and do quick emojis real quick. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, this is the hardest challenge of the game. Wow, that was a big quest. All right. Let's go ahead and go over this, and while I go ahead and go do this, I'm going to be trying to read comments from the video I have pulled up over here, which happens to be an adorable yet dark wedding for the perfect wedding plan. And if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos, then feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun and enjoyable time at the end of the day, and video, I guess, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, that's what matters the most. So, with that being said, I will say in regards to the gear here, I first started off with, I think it was just wooden sword here, but then I got two. One thing I got was this butter knife, which is the Knife of Principle, which gives you extra HP and a decent amount of weapon attack. So 300 HP and weapon attack 150. And it also has the ultimate being Thunderblade. It also has some own stats right there. But the thing is, I opted out for that, and by that I mean I decided to unequip that and instead to get this, the Fighter Sword. Which, it's the same thing, Thunderblade, but even though I have less HP, I get more attack, which now I can actually use things to upgrade this, which I'm probably going to only upgrade it once, because I'm probably going to unlock stronger things later, especially if I get something legendary, and I guess that buffed up some of these stats down here. So, with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and start off with just a good old roundabout right here. Let me just remember my controls, because I know for a fact it's going to be a little bit risque, so, K-hit, and let's go ahead and do this. Whoops. Alright, and that's the ultimate, which is cool. And of course, I need to press J a lot just so I can go ahead and open all these. Let's go ahead and go for, let's go for regular attack lightning. Going over here, I think I want to just try and go for as many the raid push. I can go for a lot of blues right here. Sure, let's actually go for that. So, I'm going to take all the paths that lead to, like, little big raids of enemies. Because, let's be honest, I need to get all these stats. You know, if you could use the, if you could use that legendary right now, or like the special move, that'd be really nice. I'm already gonna have to use my potion here. This is actually awful, because I'm being too, like, risque with the plumbing. And by risque, I mean I'm being too risky with, you know, my attacks. Just go like, oh yeah, I can, like, hit him as long as they're nice and charged, what I'm pretty sure normally attacking. Excuse me? You can't just bombard me like that. You quit it. You quit it. You quit it. Quit it. Quit it. Quit it. Alright, good plebs. Alright, now let's do this. Yeah, you want to try and gang up on me now? Now we do this. And all surrounded by lightning all over. Perfect. More experience grows. We're going to get the Curse of Slowdown. Going to hit this off. And we're going to go ahead and increase HP max greatly. Wish I could have gone down. Actually, I went up. So I'm not going to get not going to be able to get as many blues. It's actually kind of a problem. I mean, I still can get experience, but like, I'm going to be getting less, and that kind of makes me upset. Because usually whenever I go and run into a bunch more enemies, that's what makes me a little bit more enjoyed. I might see if I can... there's not even a shop available. I should have really went... Unless if I could still go down. No, there's no shop for me to go down. Literally impossible. I can increase attack, so I'm going to do that real quick. What's in here? Increase... no, let's do more regular attack lightning. I'll only heal when, like, I feel like it's super dire. But yeah, this game can be pretty addicting, especially when I get into some of the higher levels, I can tell you that much. Just gonna do this. Bam. And free chest. Ooh, that's a big one. Hello. 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 Well, it doesn't seem like too much, but I guess what I'll take is, actually, I'll take the increased attack speed, because, like, I feel like attacking very fast is actually going to be pretty beneficial to make sure no big waves of enemies, like, try and reach me. Unless if it's these stupid plebby wizards, because those wizards just being a big nuisance, because like, oh, range, and now range just like negates all the physical damage you do. Will cause the irregular tremors. Oh, another special, hello. What am I gonna have in here? Okay, well, there's nothing interesting. I guess I will take meteors. You know, having more things to spread around for the enemies is pretty helpful. Oh, here we go. And no. Nice. And then, yeah. Oh, there's a tons of wizards. Stop. Quit. Okay. It's fine. We got this. Hello, crit percent greatly. Don't we already have something for crit percent? No, it's just crit damage. Okay, so we could just do maximum damage. Sure. Okay, now we'll take that fire thing. I don't know why I've been avoiding that for so long, considering I saw it like many times. Let's do the rush. I'm pretty sure we still got the HP for it. I'm just gonna go ahead and, yeah, who wants some? Ow, 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 ow. Yep. And there's a wizard. Get the pleb out. Alright, and another level up. We'll take the electric shards. Got a basic chest going on there. And increase attack speed. Sure, we'll attack faster, I guess. Right before the boss is probably when I should heal up. I feel like that's the best thing I can do. Got a boomerang pleb. At least you're not a wizard, but you still have the same exact issues. Come on, I can reach you. Alright. Spare box. And I guess we'll take the increased movement speed. Alright. So, let's do it. Alright, that increased, that helped me a great amount. We're just gonna go ahead and go up here and just like spam. Spam. Because, let's be honest, we're just gonna go ahead and spam all these lightning strikes. And he's dead. Easy. Alright. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and actually read it from some comments finally, which, by the way, because of that, we also got some crystals. We got some glowing power gems, which is good for upgrading. But I want to keep it going because look at that. We can get these chocolate chalks right there, which would be pretty impressive. But just to get some comments out of the way, because I know there's some people that I still need to read. Draco says, my favorite inclusion of the update is definitely the fun events. We have the cake shop and the Airbusters returning, and also surprisingly really fun MyCookie adventure. I also love Black Forest lore. She's basically one of the children indoctrinated to the same pastry order, and now his feelings for the witches. Genuinely good to see such a great cookie as this as a concept. Also, the interaction between her and pastry is so great. I'm just glad to see the same pastry order get mentioned in any way again. Yeah, the story is really interesting. I'm really hoping that they manage to expand more on this lore even more. And just to get some smaller comments out of the way, Bo in a row says, question of the day, Airbusters. Airbusters is a good addition. Mig Varesa fan says, my favorite part of the update was Black Forest Cookie being in it. She is a pretty good cookie element, that. Sarah Flo left a comment saying, I can't choose between the cake shop or the MyCookie adventure. That's true because both of those are actually pretty unique. Stickman S says, question of the day, MyCookie adventure battle. Is this a Sonic reference? I think it's just MyCookie adventure. There ain't no battle in it, even though you do battle a lot in it. But Leonard Geode also says, question of the day, I really like Black Forest Cookie. Understandable. Truthless Clue says, question of the day, oh, definitely the MyCookie Adventure, literal perfection mode they made there. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm glad the way they added to it. And to get one more comment that's kind of longer out of the way, Serps Official says, I love how Shadow Milk basically now blames anything bad that happens to Pure Vanilla. Like how the cake he says, does Pure Vanilla own this bakery if you get a bad one? But I find it funny how Shadow Milk blames everything on Pure Vanilla now after the incidents of the Spire Deceit. I haven't seen that yet, but to be fair, that would be something he would do. Just blame Pure Vanilla for everything. To be fair, you're kind of blaming yourself because, fun fact, still your soul jam, buddy. It's still your soul jam at the end of the day, so really, you can't blame anyone but yourself. Sure, it may be stolen by someone else, but his still is still represented by someone else. The soul is still yours. Oh yeah, the shop. Well, there's no point in me going to the shop considering I have no money. I have nothing. Alright, so let's think of our path. So I can go there. I can eventually run to a potion, I think. Realistically, to get some more raids, I should go to the down section. No. I can run into middle, just so I can encounter some more enemies. Alright, so who wants some? Anyone else? I know you want some. I know you want the whole plate. You want the whole plate of the MyCookie food. You know what would be nice? Imagine like a restaurant where you can customize your own cookie. And like basically you customize it. And you can design it like a MyCookie where you can make it a customizable cookie. Where it's just like, oh, I can make it look like this certain cookie. And depending on what flavors. Hello? I wasn't prepared for that. What are my controls? Sheesh, I swear, sometimes control mapping can be confusing to like struggle on there. And now, stop. So rude. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, we definitely need that HP increase, especially since it will help with the potion later on. Charge Summit, of course I'll take that. We're going to another raid. This time, I feel like we should walk in with like a nice charged blade, because I feel like every time we've walked in, really has not been to our advantage. We're just gonna go ahead and back up there. Use our ultimate. Our ultimate had a very small length. Don't get me wrong, it's strong thunder, but I really wish that that went further. Alright, it's fine. We can use this for the increased attack. Increased attack would be fine. I do like cooldown, but it doesn't seem like we use it that much. But we'll take the meteors. We will... Actually, we're not gonna take... Actually, I'll go to the shop at the very end, but for now, we could still grind off some enemies. I just want to also gather up some coins so I could actually, you know, viably buy things from the shop. But we'll use this just to strike ye all down with thine fashionable blade. Good terms on my behalf. Hello, something good, something good, something good. Yes, dashing forms lava pools. Oh, okay, so wait, hold on. If I dash, let me check this out. So if I... Oh! Sure, buddy. That sounds real good. All right. Let's take a trip over here because I'm pretty sure we could... wait, no. Wasn't the... No, do we have to go to the shop? Oh, I thought we could have gone... Well, actually, we can go to a... Okay, so we have to, but we do have 550 coins, so we can still go. I thought I could have gone to the raid thing. Anyway, gentle shop. Okay, what can I get? 200... Can I just buy, like, nearly all these? Wow, okay. No, you know what? If you have a lot of coins and you manage to get to the shop near the end, that's what you should be using. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What the plug was I doing? So that's why you also want to go to the other routes if you manage to have a good amount of coins. Because, sure, you can get some upgrade loot, but if you have a good amount of coins, sheesh, you can get some powers. Okay, that's a good strategy to now take note of. Alright. I also got to make use of my, I'll take that. Gotta make use of my new lava pool technique. And damage resist? Absolutely, yes. We're just gonna go this one route because it seems like the only route that we can go. Wizard, you will stop that. I know, well, they're not wizard cookie, but they're more like a warlock, I would assume. But I'll still take it. But, ooh. It's a good thing I now okay, greatly reduces cooldown. Yeah, we'll utilize that. And we also get another legendary chest. Gains shield at regular interval of clubbing course. 2 legendaries in a row? Oh, shoot, okay. So we have a shield, and also we have, like good cooldown, and we also have, like, the big max HP, and we still have a potion in use. Okay, sure, it greatly increases crit damage, we'll take that, and on to the boss. Alright. Hey, buddy. What time is it? It's time for you to get slaughtered. Okay, bam. Okay, ow, that hurts, but here comes that potion. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna dash around you, because guess what? It's gonna melt. It's gonna melt all over you. How many of these can I set up? Because I want to just go ahead and just set up a bunch of pools. Just a bunch of pools. Just burn you alive. Oh, yeah, he melted. The snowman melted. Everyone cheer and rejoice. Well, you know what? At least we made it for... I feel like these town square coins, these are what you get after, or is it these? Or maybe is it something... I don't know. But whatever the case is, we're on stage 9, and we can get a big surplus of these glowing power gems, which I'm probably going to do a bunch more of these off camera, because I think there's only so many stages you can go. But... this will be the last level that I go through, but before we go ahead and move on, I will read a fair more bit of comments. Like, there's one from Arsenic saying, the different prices for the legendary costumes is dependent on how long they've been out, so Moonlight and Seafarer's costumes are cheaper than White Lilies and Pure Vanillas, because ML and SF costume have been out for way longer than Pure Vanilla and White Lilies, and only the legendary costumes have been out for a year longer in the shop. I guess that makes sense in regards to the pricing, because, you know, if it's been there for longer, it's obviously going to be on more of a retail value. A guy just left a comment saying, question of the day, my favorite thing about the update was the whole master mode being easier because of free crystals. I didn't think it was easier. I mean, to be fair, I guess it was easier, but then again, I guess you can make a comparison. But I thought it was just the addition of all the levels. Well, I guess maybe it's like for balancing and stuff like that. But anyway, T and Sweets left a comment saying, seeing Shaka Warehound Brute in a wedding dress is something I never thought I'd see. You know, I don't want to drop off that dead name, but he is adorable in that. She is adorable in that. The Brute is adorable in that. Ugh. Sonic Gamer left a comment saying, Shaka Warehound Brute looks slay in that wedding dress, but I think Mozzarella Cookie wears it better. I would personally agree, but all of them look flipping fashionable. Ellie the Chapel Rome fan? Is that how you say that? But you say, question of the day, I really like the MyCookie adventure game, but to be honest, I don't know, just really fun. I also really like the costumes, but I won't be pulling for them. Hopefully you can get at least like one, though, because, you know, I've got too many mozzarella cookies to count. Do you want one? And also, Lilac, the AU Maniac says, my favorite additions to the update is the production edition, because now we can upgrade the production buildings to newer stuff, and we can also get free ones with so many trade points in the shop. Also, my favorite costume out of the 4 is Shaka Warehound Brute, because not only is the costume very pretty, but I absolutely love the costume named Kingdom's Strongest Bride. Just amazing in my opinion. And hey, we at least get some form of Chocolate Warhound Princess costume since we don't have one yet. Well, wait. I mean, hey, I'd say that's the best thing that we can have that's close to it. So, you know what? Can't really judge about having stuff that's, you know, still fine. I still think the costume is delightful in every single way. But, let's open this chest. Let's get our first bit of loot. Let's call this the Tremors, because I think it's better surround. That would be the most useless shop, but it'd be the only shop I could go to. That'd probably just be a waste, honestly. I will go over here instead, because we're just going to go on a long haul of, like, not running to any shop, which is unfortunate. But, I'm going to go ahead and just swerve all you, and hopefully these Tremors can help me out. We do get a level up. Regular shockwaves, so we're just causing the whole ground to shake. We'll take the flame or ice. We'll cross frozen. You know, just for this place, I'm gonna get the potion just because this place hasn't really been shown much. I am kind of upset how you can't store the potion. I know I already said this, but I really wish you could just, like, you know, kind of, if you already used the potion, or, like, if you haven't gotten one yet, like, ran to here, you could actually just stack the potions, so it would make it a little bit easier just to, you know, hold off on them, because it would be kind of a waste if you, like, immediately, like, room 1, you encountered one of these potion rooms. But that's just my thought. I feel like if there's any improvements that they can make, it would be with that. But, for the most part, this game mode is just fun because it's, I guess it's hard to explain, but it's mindless in a way. Like, there's nothing much you need to do. You just gotta go in, get the best upgrades, and then just, like, do your plumbing best. And also survive. I would say it does feel a bit slow, but then again, that is just because of movement speed. But you can literally get upgrades for that. But it's whatever. I think on, you know, playing this on phone and not Google Play games, it actually is a little bit more easy, primarily because, you know, there's attack, yes. The buttons are easier to press instead of, like, you know, keyboard bindings. But still, this is still remarkable for a game mode. Like, honestly, I really hope that they do more stuff like this, or even just make this better in the future for MyCookie, because let's be honest, this is amazing. But we're actually making through this for, like, record time just about. Take the damage resist, and then move on to the next area. I wonder if anyone has ever, like, speed ran, like, all these levels, because I guarantee you, if they have, well, they are doing amazing work, trying to just bomb blitz all through this. We'll take attack speed. What should I be going? If I go up, I can also encounter a big raid thing, which means more XP. So I'm just gonna yep, and then another wave. Of course, it'd be the boomerang dorks. Stop. You know, for some reason, I had flashbacks of, like, an old game I played, but I don't remember ever beating. It was like an Ed, Edd n Eddy game. I know this is completely off topic, but there's, like, hello, greatly reduces cooldown. It was like some Ed, Edd n Eddy game, and I think it was for the PlayStation. I don't know, but I wanted to check that out again, because, like, I was curious in how, like, you know, I do, because, you know, something I always wanted to do is, like, you know, visit old games that I played in the past, and see if I can actually beat them. I'm trying to do that with Ocarina of Time, but I just find, like, you know, I find no time to play that ever since I'm working on YouTube and stuff like that, so it's kind of sad. But, take the slight attack crease. So, let's get on to the boss, and, yeah. Once I get more subscribers, I'm probably going to take the opportunity to get off days, because I know I will be financially stable at that point. But, yeah. Anyway, stop. Stop it. You two, I'm just going to spam this. You're not going to stop me. I'm gonna, alright, jump. Real exciting. Here we go. There we go. Out of the park. Perfect. So now that's done. We made it through 3 more stages down here. I'm actually pretty impressed with my work. I'll probably just end the video here because, well, I'm basically done here. So with that being said, before I end the video, I will read up some more comments, but I'm probably going to play more of this off camera. But there's a comment from Zayden Hughes saying, do you guys think we'll get something similar to the Might of the Ancients, but with beast cookies? Also, for the question of the day, Chocolate Warhound Brew. Honestly, that is a really good costume. I admit that. But, I would say I hope we do, because that would be pretty unique to see some more origin stuff. Lily Willie left a comment saying, question of the day, I was really happy coming back and learning more about the mysteries of the Saint Pastry Order. I'm actually very glad that we got stuff like that. It's good lore. These last few comments are going to be kind of long, so I'm going to see if I can summarize them. Gang left a comment saying, right now, MyCookie Adventure, the return of the cake shop, and being able to purchase costumes with star gems is really good. Honestly, those are good additions. I'm just really glad that, like, you know, in this update specifically, this had a lot of additions, but I'm really proud of them. Carrie the Melodious Gamer says, question of the day, not sure, I like everything, but when I started MyCookie Adventure, I told my mom, MyCookie has a sword. Her response, we all got swords. I really hope you got the joke. I'm sorry. Anyway, Crystal for All also left a comment saying, at 3:50, my favorite edition of the update of all time is the Mint and Cocoa teases. I watched the entire story, and I may need to rewatch the story again just to understand it, because my brain focused more on the MyCookie or Mint and Cocoa than the story. But to be serious now, I do like the additions of the MyCookie fights we have, because it gave the MyCookie something to do besides running around the kingdom being viewed. I do get that, and honestly, with the wedding story, I really thought at the end there was going to be a twist where Mint Choco and Coco get married. Because I was just so waiting for that because, you know, they're always a delight to see on screen. And they're a pretty nice ship. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. So if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it. And also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Cookie Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe? And also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post. If it gets 10,000 likes, I get the Cookie Run YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise so you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.